For His Children is a Christian ministry in Ecuador that cares for homeless children by providing food, clothing, medical care, education, therapy, and lots of love in a warm, clean, and colorful environment. The ministry's goals are to care for the abandoned child until they can be reunited with their birth family or adopted, and to share the love of Christ with these precious children and all who come in contact with the ministry. For His Children is founded on the principle that each child is created in God's image. He loves them and commands us to care for His little ones. In 1990, Clark and Melinda Vaughn and their two children, Philip and Leslie, moved from California to Quito to answer God's call to love His children in Ecuador. The ministry has grown over the years to include a large campus in Quito and a large home for children in La Tacunga in the province of Cotopaxi. For His Children cares for an average of 50 children, ages newborn to young adult.
A very dedicated group of professionals here at For His Children make sure we are meeting each child's needs. This may include early childhood stimulation, language, and physical therapy. Our teaching staff includes a preschool teacher and a teacher for our children with special needs. Our caregivers, whom we affectionately call tias, care for a small group of 5 to 6 children, and they watch over their spiritual growth, their general health, and make sure that the environment is pleasant and enjoyable, yet stimulating. We invite the community to come alongside us. We welcome volunteers of all ages, especially groups from churches, schools, and universities. We are very blessed by churches and teams who visit us from Ecuador, the United States, and Canada. These groups come to share their time, energy, and resources with us, and in the process, they find that they are greatly blessed. If your church has never been to For His Children, we invite you to come and spend time with us caring for the children and sharing your skills and knowledge with the ministry. The experience will be an encouragement to us all. Contact us and we'll help you put together an experience that will be life-changing. And to those churches and groups who have already been to For His Children, we're anxiously waiting for you to return. If you're a business person or if you work for a company and want to connect with a great place with a Christian purpose and vision that treats children with respect, dignity, and equality, please contact us.
Each child is valued and respected. Their health and emotional needs are carefully evaluated. Their legal situation is assessed to determine whether they can be reunited with their birth family, which is one of For His Children's priorities.
I am the child psychologist here at For His Children. My job is to oversee everything having to do with the children's psychological and emotional needs. I help make sure that all our professional staff, the therapists, teachers, and others are working in coordination. I want to mention that we are very agreeable to being involved in special projects and studies with groups or universities. We'd love to hear ideas and suggestions of how together we can enrich the lives of the children. My work also involves preparing the children for perhaps a reunification with their birth family or for adoption. I am part of the team that meets with the family and helps to create a link between the child and the family. If there seems to be some problems, I look for techniques or an approach that will help the child and family begin to bond with each other. We work hard to track the children's welfare in every area, from the moment they arrive at For His Children until they are reunited with their biological family or an adoptive family.
Some children who are not adopted because of their severe special needs will remain under the care of For His Children. A ratio of 1 caregiver for every 5 children provides personalized attention for each child. School-age children have the opportunity to learn in an appropriate environment. For His Children is committed to providing a stimulating learning experience for all the children in its preschool and special education programs.
I work with the children to develop their knowledge and skills to the best of their abilities. We want to prepare them to be as independent as possible someday. We have fun working on arts and craft projects, and we learn a lot in the process, such as planning, preparation, self-discipline, cooperation, creativity, and encouraging one another. As a preschool teacher at For His Children, it's important to be patient and encouraging, and at the same time lovingly set limits to help them learn and develop according to their age and abilities. This provides emotional security and also contributes toward building their character from an early age.
The children receive therapy and stimulation according to his or her age and the specific needs of each child. An appropriate learning environment is provided to meet the child's intellectual needs in the case of those children who are school age.
My job ensures that the children's motor development is progressing normally. When I work with the children with special needs, our goal is to help them reach their maximum potential, always encouraging them to do their best, and then the next time, to do even better. What all of us here strive for is to improve the quality of life for the children.
For His Children looks to be an instrument that allows each child to achieve understanding and feel the love of God by being cared for and protected, many times exceeding the limits capable of humans.
When a child cannot be cared for by their own family, it's the work of social services to investigate to better understand the child's background and family situation. If we can find an extended family member willing to care for the child, that's the best solution in many cases. But sometimes there are extreme circumstances that prevent this from happening. It is then the responsibility of the Ecuadorian courts to determine whether it would be best for the child to be adopted. We become the short-term family for the child, while we work hard so that they may be adopted by a forever family.
For His Children is located north of the city of Quito, and there is also another home in the city of Latacunga. In this way, For His Children meets the needs of children in at-risk situations in and around the city.
For His Children Latacunga opened its doors in 2005 to the needs of families and children in the province of Cotopaxi and neighboring provinces. We serve children impacted by perhaps a dysfunctional family environment, abandonment, severe neglect, and other situations. A solid support system is provided for the children by way of a staff psychologist, physical therapist, and developmental specialist. Some of our school-age children attend schools in the community, and a local university has created a preschool for our little ones here. I think the care at For His Children Latacunga is very unique in Ecuador because we work hard to provide encouragement and love in a stable and healthy environment.
Recently, For His Children received a visit from Jairo, who returned for a visit 1 year after he was adopted by a loving family from the United States. There were lots of hugs, smiles, and laughter when Jairo greeted everyone at For His Children. He remembered the caregivers and staff who had been a part of his life for several years.
They were great. I mean, they, as far as the preparation for us and allowing us to know as much about Jairo as we could before we met him, they were fantastic. From a video that they sent to us of him, it's about an hour long, and he was doing different things throughout the orphanage, and it was great to see him interacting with his friends. In a school sort of setting as well, and we felt like we knew him before we got here.
The bond of trust and confidence that is developed between Jairo and his parents is so rewarding to see for everyone at For His Children. It is evidence that their hard work to provide quality care and unconditional love for the children deeply and positively affects and changes the lives of these little ones.
We give a lot of credit to Para Sus Niños for that because they raised him in such a loving, supportive, caring, positive, happy environment that was full of music and joy, and it wasn't like he was coming from a bad place into a good place when he joined our family. He was coming from a good place and went to another good place. And so we have so much gratitude to Para Sus Niños for that because that has made his life so much better, and our transition with him coming into our life so much easier. He bonded with us just instantly and just has brought this joy with him from Para Sus Niños into our family, and he's just like a little whirlwind of happiness, and it brings joy to everyone in our family.
For His Children welcomes and encourages your involvement. Prayer is the most important way you can support the ministry. Prayer strengthens, sustains, and provides guidance for the ministry. Pray for the staff, the children, their birth families or adoptive families, and for the financial resources to provide for all that is needed to care for the children.
Many children adopted from For His Children are coming back to Ecuador in search of their roots. They want to return the love they received to the little ones here who are waiting for a family.
Aaron is a wonderful young man. He's very determined, which of course we knew that 18 years ago when we met him, that he was very determined.
And so it's a blessing for us that we've had an opportunity to see Aaron's Ecuadorian years as well, where he has been loved here For His Children. And so to have those pictures and to have those memories and to know how well he was cared for and loved right here before we were able to bring him home to our home, where he is loved and has been loved for 18 years old.
The Child Sponsorship Program provides special opportunities for a child based on their individual needs and preferences. Sponsorship enables a person to personally connect with the child, to follow the child's development and progress. It's also beneficial for the child to know that they have sponsors or padrinos who are praying for them and thinking of them. Believing that all children are created in God's image, For His Children exists as a Christ-centered ministry to homeless children, providing care in a loving and supportive environment, striving to unite them with their biological or adoptive family, and advocating on their behalf to others.